Hey, what's going on, you guys? Brett Iwanowitz here with Brett Buys Rock Houses. I thought it'd be a really cool idea to share with you guys what the short sale process could look like. One of the reasons why I felt like it was important to do this, it's not uncommon for me to meet with the seller and them receive information that is not only incorrect, but it's information that could potentially put them in harm's way. So whether you're working with me as a home buyer in Rochester, please make sure to do your due diligence to inform yourself on every option before you decide to make a decision. So today we're going to be discussing a short sale. What is a short sale, what that process looks like, and maybe a little bit about why you would need as a seller to initiate a short sale. So I'll just dive right into that really quickly. So if you've received a Lis Pendens in the mail, that is a notice that the bank is going to potentially be foreclosing on that property. If you haven't paid your mortgage, that's a way for that lender to take back their property and resell it to recoup the loss on that property. So a couple options that you have if you have enough equity would be to sell your home outright. Typically, let's just say you owe $90,000 on that mortgage and you can't pay that note back to the bank. If you have enough equity and you could sell that home from 100 for 140, you can just go ahead and list that property on the MLS. In many cases that I deal with, sellers may have 1, 2, 3, even 4 liens or more against a property, and they don't have enough equity to sell it on the MLS. So that's where a short sale would be probably the only option at that time for them to sell that home. So just to give you guys an example, you can give us a call. A typical phone call, if you call us today, would take about 15 to 20 minutes, and we're just going to gather some information about the home and what your needs are and how we can possibly help. We're going to ask if you've been issued a Lis Pendens, how late you are on the mortgage. You can try to do loan modifications, so you can reach out to the bank to see if they're willing to work with you. But if you're falling behind and you haven't been able to make your payments, you can try, but that might just be too much pressure for you to continue to try to pay on that loan if you have other things that need to be attended to, like your family, car payment, or things like that. So an appointment with us, and I would actually come out to that appointment, is probably going to take about 45 minutes to an hour, and we're going to walk the property and again and assess the situation to see if we are a good fit for you, and really just give you your options as a seller to be informed to make the best possible decision. So what we would do if you did decide to work with us to do a short sale, I would bring my short sale specialist in on this. He is a licensed real estate broker, and he specializes and has relationships with banks and is very effective on working with sellers and a buyer like myself to be able to get that process started. Typically, we have all our paperwork into the bank within 2 to 3 weeks of putting that property under contract. What's really good about this process is, as a seller, you don't have to pay your mortgage anymore at that point. Which could be a huge burden. And, for the amount of time from we stop until that property is sold, you don't have to pay the mortgage. We're going to take on all the expenses. So what that looks like is you don't have to pay for an attorney. You don't have to pay for any type of representation. The bank is going to pay for all of that. And here's the kicker. You can potentially get up to a $10,000 relocation incentive. And the reason why the bank pays that out is because they want to make sure that that property is vacated. You don't get that money until you leave, but that can be paid up to $10,000 to help make sure that that property can be sold and vacated so the bank can get their money on the sale of the home. So I'll take a step back real quick. If you're wondering what a short sale is, basically a short sale is the bank allowing that property to be sold short of what is due on that loan. So I probably should have started out with that. So let's just say you owe 100. The bank could potentially sell that home for $40,000 to $50,000 because it costs them a lot of money to go through the foreclosure process to hold that property. They're paying holding fees, taxes, insurance, their maintenance and repairs if they have to, and then it costs money to sell the home. So that's why the bank would be willing to let that property go short of what is actually due on that loan. So see, these are some of the things that I just mentioned. You don't have to pay your mortgage or move out of your home during the short sale process. You can qualify for the relocation incentive up to $10,000. You'll maintain your credit. Your loan will stay paid as agreed. Now, there will be a small hit on your credit, and I can't recall. I think it might be a couple hundred points. It does stink, but you will be able to maintain and build your credit back up. And it will say paid as agreed, meaning you fulfilled your obligation to that lender when you go through with that short sale. If you're looking for any information to go a little bit more in depth on what the short sale process is, you can go right onto my website, brettbuysrockhouses.com, and go to the fact page. And I have a section on here that the question is, what is a short sale? What are the pros and cons? And this kind of dives a little bit deeper, the requirements and the benefits for a seller or a homeowner like yourself. If you have any other information, feel free to browse the site. As always, you can always reach out to me, 585-299-9709. We have live representatives waiting to take your call today. And again, you'd be working directly with me on the appointments. And my goal really is to inform you. And if you do decide to work with me, great. If not, no big deal. We can part ways as friends. I can't expect all these to work out, but it does have to be a win-win. And whether the numbers work or they don't, or if the timing is off, that's totally fine. I'm just happy that I can come out and at least give you some information, and you can decide what that best option is for you. So thanks for watching, and as always, stay blessed. Take care. Bye.